no higher than the factory figure. So the factory figure is 335 or 340 PS, so 335 brake horsepower. And yeah, they tend to dyno higher. There's all sorts of theories about BMW kind of pegging these down a bit, at least on paper, so that they're not rivaling the M2. But yeah, this, well, made 374.9 horsepower, I believe, corrected figure. So yeah, Jamie at EST Performance saying they actually had one on, was that earlier this week or today, or that did very nearly 380. They just seem to dyno really high, and the torque of this one seems especially healthy for whatever reason. So yeah, good healthy basis for what we're doing with it, and would explain why it feels quite sprightly. To be honest, it's yeah, I mean, we're behind an E46 M3 on the way there, and this didn't even have to try to keep up, which is sad in a way, because I love E46 M3s and you don't want to see them sort of downtrodden by a young whippersnapper. But yeah, really sort of healthy start to it. I mean, as any decent tuner will also tell you, dynos are a good point for testing, or a good device for testing before and after. So 374.9, everything's happy and healthy. That's a good start, but really what we're going to be looking for is yeah, we'll be using the same dyno again after we've done some work, and really actually seeing what the difference is. It's not about a figure, it's about the difference. So yeah, young Luke here is doing quite a bit of design work at the moment, quite a bit of 3D printing, prototyping for various bits and bobs to help air get into these engines. If anyone knows the M2 and M3 and M4, they've got quite a nice air scoop from behind the front kidney grills, which actually this has there, but it's all blanked off. And yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, so we're going to be looking at pulling as much air into the standard airbox as we can. We use a K&N filter on it, and then smoothing the airflow down to the turbo, and yeah, hopefully that will really help it make not just power, but really nice, smooth, you know, reliable and nicely driving power in the future, and as we kind of then add a bit more boost and do some software upgrades and whatnot. This thing's, you know, it's not about outright power or anything, it's about making it work. So yeah, pretty interesting result. I can't remember what the peak torque was, 380 something, I believe. Yeah, 382.8. Yeah, so yeah, just under 383 pound-feet of torque, which book figure's 369. So you know, it's quite consistently performed just above that. Happy days. Now to get to work. Pretty fun begins. Yeah, pretty happy. We've done a fair bit of driving in the car. Pretty happy with, you know, the strengths of it, power being one of them. The weaknesses of it: when it rains, you basically hold on tight and concentrate if you're trying to go anywhere remotely swiftly. Other than that, actually really impressed by it. We haven't found the weak points to be as weak as the internet might have you believe. There's certainly a bit that could be improved, but I think if you're used to maybe older, especially rear-wheel drive BMWs, this actually really is quite a capable bit of kit, but work to do to improve it, which I'm really looking forward to getting into. Call that video, and then a bit of a brief one, but next time we'll hopefully have a bit more information about the intakes and plans we've got. We've got K&N actually popping down to have a chat with us about filters, and yeah, we should be able to give you plenty of information to say what we're doing right at the front of the car, and then we'll move back and slowly start upgrading bits and bobs all over it. See you next time.